We're going live. We're live. Woohoo! Here we go. Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. This is going to be a live arts and craft for adults video chat show. Somehow like that. It's going to be adult craft for adults because we use sharp things and needles and pins and heat guns and stuff. So, and it's also going to be a live chat room where we interact with each other in the chat room. And we will be trying to act as goofy as possible, of course. And if you're watching this at a later time and you want to zip through the boring parts to get to the fun parts, I invite you to do so. In the meantime, I'm going to be talking to the chat room. And there's Angie. Angie's number one. Yay, Angie. Good girl. Sherry's here. Hi, Sherry. And Jill's here. Good to see you. And look, there's Janet. Hi, Janet. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Here we are. Here we are. So glad to see you, girls. Glad to see you all. How are you today? Is everybody having a good day? Angie, are you working on anything? Angie likes to do crafts and she sews and she's always doing something. Between that and cooking and babysitting and cleaning, she doesn't have much time for much. So, oh, Angie was asking about Janet, and I did speak to Janet yesterday, and she can talk too. But she said she's taking one day at a time, one step at a time, taking care of both her parents. They're both still in the hospital. They were yesterday, and being well taken care of, very well taken care of. And but Janet is assisting them in helping them with their decisions, and she's. I think she's doing. If you ask me, she's probably doing a little bit of fall cleaning in the house, which which sometimes needs to be done, you know. So, and she says she misses us, and she does. She hasn't got to do any live streaming for a couple of weeks. Has it been 3 weeks? It's been a while, and but she has done a couple of little vlogs where she's uploaded a little video. So if you haven't seen any of those, go to Janet Nash on YouTube, and you can look at her little videos. And she's always sewing and doing some slow stitching, and it's always fun to see what she's making. And yeah, yesterday she did. She's working on a tree, and it's how I do with the felting, and I felt things. Well, she's doing it in an embroidery fashion with fabrics and different kind of threads, and she's making a little scenery, and she made a big made a wreath for the fall door for her fall door, and it was just a ribbon wreath. So she had all these little scrappities of fall colors, and so she's going to make little leaves for the tree. Oh, Angie's at her aunt's house, and that's right, you told me you were going to be helping her some. Yeah, she needs a little help because she has old timers, and I know what that means. They went on a trip with the church group, and they'll be back tomorrow. So Angie is doing a wonderful job assisting her aunt. Great, Angie. That is wonderful that you're there for her. Yeah, Janet says yes. It's kind of like my felted sceneries, only she's doing it with thread in an embroidery fashion, and then she's using little bits and pieces of the fall ribbons for the leaves on the tree. It's going to be cute. I can't wait to see it. That's what Janet has been making. And I would love to do that kind of stuff, but I do too many other things right now. I can't. I don't have time. But we do have our fall book here that we're going to be doing a fall scenery in. Now that Halloween and October is over with, we're going to be working in the fall book, the harvest book, and we're going to do fall pages and just whatever. whatever falls on my desk is what we'll do. So we will work in this book tonight, and I'll give you a little flip through to it of it in a little bit. And then before we finish the month, before Thanksgiving, I'm going to be putting a spine on this binded book. There's lots of room to grow, and as you can see, I'm using fibrous things to make it bulky. So there's plenty of room to grow for this book, and then I will put another finishing cloth spine back here to hold it better together, and then I might even put a little belt tie around it. But we are going to work on that in just a little bit. I do have a devotion for you today. Hi, Brenda. Hi, everybody coming in. I don't know if have I missed anybody. Hi, hello, hello, hello. Hello in the balcony. There's usually somebody in the balcony. So, and Jill says she's going to post a picture. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Uh, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead, and I've been excited about doing this devotion all since yesterday, because that's when I discovered it and knew what I wanted to do. And so I'm going to go ahead and begin it in just a second here. Uh, there's a few more people popping in, but I don't see their names yet. Hello, everybody. If I have missed you, I'm sorry. Hello, hello. Good evening. It's a wonderful Tuesday evening we have down here in Florida. The weather is been absolutely refreshing. I've been sitting on the porch a little bit. Yes. Oh, Janet says it's lovely to be here. Oh, I'm so glad. And Janet is in England, so she'll probably be maybe drifting off to sleep, and that's okay. So I'm going to do your devotion first, and that'll be kind of like Janet's bedtime story. It'll be a bedtime story for Janet. So, but I just started this, and it's on the back of the page where I did some ink and paint, and it's bleeding through, but that's okay. That's not gonna hurt a thing. I'm thinking on maybe painting around. I've got a heart here, if you've noticed, and it's kind of like a broken heart. And I do have a little Bible verse. It's a Psalms. It's not it's not real difficult. Uh, it's not a real difficult verse, but it's in Psalms, and Psalms in the Bible it's kind of like a lot of little poems, and there's songs, and so it's any there's lots of writers in Psalms. Lots of different people have added these little verses in the whole book of Psalms. It's a big it's a big chapter in the middle of the Bible. And the Bible verse says, "He heals the brokenhearted and bandages their wounds." So we're talking about an almighty person, and and sometimes in life our hearts get hurt. They just hurt so much. And we think, "Oh, how how is this, how am I going to ever recover from this broken heart? How am I going to go on?" And I love to talk about my mom, and I hope that nobody ever gets tired of me talking about my mom. And uh, my heart dearly broke when I lost my mama, and I love talking about her. I love reminiscing about all the good things, and when I think of a broken heart, not necessarily a boyfriend girlfriend broken heart, although we probably all have had those in our younger days, but whenever we had a boo boo, we bumped our knee, or we scabbed our knee on the concrete, or we twisted our ankle, or we stubbed our toe, or we stepped on a bumblebee in the yard, or whatever. My fond memories of those little tragic events is my mom always, come here, we'll put a band-aid on it. Come here, let me kiss it. Come here and we'll run it over run some cold water over it, make it feel better. So we think of things comforting when we hurt, and as we get to be adults, well, our hearts are hurting, and we have to do things we don't want to do, and sometimes it's very hard to do some of the things that we have to do as a parent, as a sister, as a daughter, as a son, as a family member. We have to do things for others, and it's not really what we want to do, but we do it out of love. We do it out of love, and we have to have that little bit of faith that that broken heart is going to heal, and it's going to get better. Okay, it's going to get better. It doesn't always get better all at once. If you've ever had an injury, like a broken arm or a sprained wrist, or a cut, and you've had to put bandages on it and wrappers on it and braces, things like that, cast, they don't heal overnight. There's some things that just don't heal suddenly. And so there's Rebecca in the room. Rebecca, I'm getting ready to do my flower devotion. So that's going to be my, this is going to be my entry for, she said the day's prompt was going to be flowers. And I'm using flowers in my devotion today. So anyway, I wanted to represent uh, things that show on our heart that maybe we don't see these bandages and these threads and these woven tools to mend our heart. Sometimes we don't see how our hearts are mended, and they're not exactly mended in a pretty fashion. It's just any way that we could get it to heal. Any way we could get it to heal is how we want to do it. And so it might be fibrous, it might be textured a little bit, but our hearts do eventually heal. They do heal. They may not be beautiful like a brand new baby's heart, but they're experienced, and they're um, mature hearts that have healed, and they've had a hard time healing. It wasn't just a quick overnight healing, zap, it's done, it's gone. You have scars, and we have things like that. Well, I've got a little story I want to read to you, and it's about a flower, and it is so happens to be the lady that wrote this is talking about her mother. So I'm talking about my mother when I see this. Yes, I am, Janet. I'm speaking from the heart. So this girl is saying, I'm going to be the girl. It says, I thought they were dead for sure. 20 years ago, I planted 4 gardenia bushes way in the back against the wall of my house because I always loved the dainty white petals and their sweet, clean fragrance. Gardenias smell so good. My mama has a gardenia bush. She still has it over there, and that was probably her favorite flower was the gardenia. She would pick the flower and put it in a little bowl of water and sit it on the table, and the whole room smelt of beautiful fragrance. But this lady's talking about her tiny bush in the backyard. Anyway, it grew and it grew and grew and grew, and it was as tall as I am. I definitely never imagined that every spring and summer we would be blessed with hundreds of gardenia flowers for weeks. Well, eventually my children learned to share my excitement each April, and when the little tiny buds would begin peeking out amongst all the luscious green leaves, then we anxiously awaited. And by May and June, there would be flowers. So there was lots of leaves on this bush. So now I'm making a bush now. So when all four bushes would explode with beautiful white blossoms, I would cut the blossoms off the bushes and tuck them into little vases for my kitchen table, and I would enjoy the scent which permeated my entire home. But then one day it happened. Last year, I hired someone to trim my bushes due to their enormous size. A few months later, when they looked like stacks and stacks of scraggly sticks, so the bush was cut and trimmed, and all of the leaves were gone off of a lot of the leaves were gone off of the bush. I'm still working on the heart. So then there came to be a lot of twigs where there were nothing on the leaves of the flowers or on the bush. They were leaves and twigs, lots of not very pretty stuff. It wasn't very pretty at all. These leaves would occur, and all she saw was these ugly sticks coming around off of her bush. No flowers. So, um, So, anyway, at that particular time, I became worried. Then, the passing spring, my fears became reality. And that's when I learned it had not been the right time of the year for the trimming of the bushes. So, my bush was dying. My bushes were dying. My flowers weren't coming alive anymore. April rolled around, no gardenias. Then May came around, no gardenias. But when June came and went, there were still no gardenias because this bush blooms twice a year. So my fears became reality. And it was then that I learned that it was just not the right time of the year that these bushes were trimmed. They were trimmed at the wrong time of the year. But lo and behold, in July, one gorgeous little bloom appeared. One little bloom appeared. I was so excited that I took a picture of it and I texted it to my kids. Then I plucked that little fragrant flower and I put it in a tiny vase. Over the next week, more buds appeared. More flowers came to my bush. They were returning slowly but surely. Some more buds came out. Um, then she became to have several blossoms. My daughter Caitlin, who shared my justified despair over our beloved flower bush, had came home and she saw the scattered blooms tucked in the sparse foliage out in the yard, the bush. Her face lit up and she excitedly exclaimed, "See, Mom, I told you they weren't dead. They just needed time to recover and heal." And that's what our heart does. Our heart has to take time to recover and heal. And it doesn't always come back all at once. Sometimes it takes extra time, not just physical healing uh, with the organ, but in our hearts and in our minds and in our eyes. It just takes time sometimes, and we just have to keep trusting the right things that we do, the right decisions that we have to make. We have to keep an invisible faith that things are going to work out, and then the gardenias are going to come back, and then they're going to be just as fluffy as they were before. They're going to be multiple gardenias, and look what they bring. They bring the little butterflies too. They do. They bloom, and the scent is so beautiful that the butterflies come and they want to be a part of it. They want to be a part of it. They sure do. So that's your little devotion today. I just wanted you to know that sometimes we need pruning. And sometimes, and I'm talking about our Lord. I'm talking about the hierarchy of the Creator in us, for us. And we were brought here. We were here. We're here for reasons. And sometimes we have a hard time with those reasonings. But you have to have that blind faith and know that things happen for a reason, and we heal. We slowly heal, and we come alive again, and we bloom again. And so, the same way that I lost my mom, and it was so sad of a time for me. I hated it. I hated it. I wanted her back so bad, and then I healed, and my flowers are blooming again, and I'm able to express and share and love through my art again. And I always talk about the art, and I think I'm supposed to. I think that's what I'm supposed to talk about. And so when we art and put something down on a piece of paper, sometimes they're not as pretty as other times, but that it's still an expression, and it's a growth. It's how we grow. And then sometimes we surprise ourselves. We surprise ourselves, and little twerky things come out, and it comes out to something beautiful. So that's what this is all about. So our hearts are a value, is a value, um, a vital part. You know, I've talked about. I don't know if I've talked about it to you or not, but I've talked about puzzles before, and I'll have to do that one time for you. But if you have a puzzle and you work that puzzle, no matter how big or little it is, if you don't have all the pieces, it's kind of it's just not complete. It's not complete if we don't have all the puzzle pieces. But that's the way we are. When we are complete, when we have all the puzzles put back together, it makes us more valuable. So just remember, guys, our hearts are valuable. They are a vital part, not just physically, but deep emotionally. Our hearts are valuable. And so you are a vital part of life. You yourself, you and your heart and your scars and your bandages. And just know that when you feel like you've been trimmed back, pruned back, and there's just nothing but sticks, and the leaves are dying and gone, just remember that season will pass, and you will bloom again, you will blossom again, and you will become a beautiful bush again. So just remember that, guys. Ta-da! Anyway, I was watching Rebecca today this morning, and I just happened to catch the tail end of her show, and I slept till 3 o'clock today, and I slept all night. I don't know why I'm sleeping so much, but my body needs it for some reason. So sometimes we are still for a reason. So let's see if I can get my uh, stamp pad to work here. I put it on. It's today the 2nd, November the 2nd, guys. 1, 2. There we are. I get to change this one too. Okay. So there you go. So I hope that you liked it, and I hope that you took away just a little piece of something. Just a little piece. That didn't work. There it goes. So I've got 2 more little butterflies over here. And whenever there's flowers, there's usually butterflies. I even got a big one to show you. This came from Mina. Is Mina in the house? Mina sent me this butterfly. We're going to put it right here. Right here. So, yeah, Rebecca said she was taking a half-hour cat nap yesterday and she woke up 5.5 hours later. So, see, it's got to be a season thing. I don't know. I think my body is recovering from something, but I'm not quite sure what. But yeah, yeah. So, so anyway, I'm going to take and my little story, and it takes more than time to heal a broken heart. And I think I'm going to cut that off, the title and the verse. So sometimes, you know, uh, the Bible is a book, and it doesn't mean that you can't read the Bible if it's not your religion or it's not your particular faith. It has good words in it. And I think that in all of uh, our different denominations, I think it's good that we have all of the denominations together and that we can share words. We can share our stories together. Um, and, we don't know who wrote this particular verse for sure. We can only guess because it happened so long ago. But you can't tell me that doesn't point to all of us, because in a way it does. It doesn't matter what book it came out of. It's a good quote, and I'm respectful to everybody's, whatever you believe in. That's perfectly grand, and uh, but you can't tell me that these words, regardless of where it came out of, don't help in some way. In some way. And it may not be the whole sentence, it may be just one or two words that fit you appropriately. So I hope that I don't offend anybody. That's not my intent. So it's all good. There's good and bad, and that's all there is to it. It's all good. I'm going to put this little piece of paper here so that my gardenias don't come off. So I better take a picture of it. So the next thing we're going to do is what else can we do? We're going to work in the harvest book, and then I thought maybe we would paint something. I love to paint. So let's get our harvest book out, and I'll leave this right there to let it dry. Put that right there. The fan will dry it a little bit. Hi, Renee. Hi, everybody coming in. There's 18 of you. My goodness. Hello, 18 times. Hello, hello. So anyway, this is my harvest book that I started last month, and it's a book that I made online together with you guys. And I've got some things in the front, and I've got some paper dolls we're going to be making here this month for Thanksgiving. Uh, and history. If y'all watch history and National Geographic and different things on TV, they've discovered that America wasn't exactly uh, discovered by Columbus, and Columbus represents Thanksgiving, where we found America, and England found came to America, and they had a feast with the natives that lived over here, and they seem to think that the Americas were actually discovered by the Vikings up north in Canada. And there is some history up there that dates way back before Columbus. But regardless of who got here first, Thanksgiving is a time where we are thankful, and Thanksgiving was a time where the people of America, as we know it today, when we kind of celebrate our time of finding America and being thankful for America and being thankful for, not for just our land, but thankful for our life. So there's lots of different definitions for Thanksgiving and fall. So we're going to, history changes sometimes, and so we gotta include it. But I think of fall, and I think of the colors, and I think of time together with family. So that's kind of the fall pages that I've been making. So let me see if I can't find a page back here where we can start again and do something again. We've been doing good. Um, let's do this page. This has a tag and it's got a couple of napkins. So let's just do this page. And and after this, we'll have to pick out. Maybe we can pick out a, a painting um, from the internet. Find some kind of a painting. I forgot to show you these. These are real good gardenias. I wanted to show you my mom's bush, but I didn't have time to go over there. I don't know if they're in bloom right at this moment. But the gardenias are real snowy white, but they have a hint of a fleshy pink to them sometimes. And when they, after you pick a gardenia and you put it in a bowl of water after about a week or so, it'll still smell good, but it'll have more of this brown pink fleshy color as it kind of wilts away. But it stays white most of the time. And they're a thick petal. The petal is almost like a piece of velvet. And and I remember when my mother did pass away, a girlfriend of mine sent me a gardenia in a little pot, and I wasn't well enough to take care of it, and so it did die. It did die. But this reminds me that I should probably go and get a get a sprig of this gardenia, my mom's bush, and plant it over here. So I thought you would enjoy the pictures that I have. So I'm not quite sure if I have any fall pictures on here. Sometimes I take pictures, but we'll find some more fall pictures and do a painting in a minute. So everybody's more people coming in the room. Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody. Goodness. They're asking Janet about Freddie because she doesn't have Freddie with her. Her mom and her mom and her father live about an hour north of where Janet lives, and she was not able to bring Freddie with her, so he's being spoiled by her sons. They're probably fighting over Freddie. He can come stay with me. No, he stays with me. No, I want to take him. You had him last time. So hi everybody. So anyway, I love these colors. So I'm going to put some of these flowers on here. I'm going to use my paintbrush. to take out a few. And this one down here looks like it might be part of a gardenia. It's white. So I'll take a couple of these flowers. Like that. Save that for later. Take the backs off of them. I think there's another piece. But that's okay. It might work. So that'll work. So, what's everybody been up to today? Anything? Brenda says she's doing good. Make sure you take care of yourselves. And speaking of parents, there's several other girls in our community that are having uh, parent health problems. So we need to keep a lot of other girls' parents in our thoughts and prayers as well. Tanya has placed her mother into an assisted living area, which is a good thing. It can be a wonderful change in their lives when you have a place where you can sit and talk to more people throughout the day and not be alone. That sounds good. And and I think Holly, uh, her mother-in-law, I think might be not feeling well, and Sherry Habling, something about her parents as well. So please keep uh, all of our, and then Joe's mother, my mother-in-law is uh, under palliative care now. She has moved into a house next door to his sister, which is a good thing. And she has downsized, from a big house to a littler house. And it's been a change and it's different. And it's not necessarily the funnest thing in the world to go through. It's kind of a love hate relationship where you love it, but you hate it and you want to go back home. Go back the way it used to be, something like that. And uh, and she also had COVID, and so she had some health issues there, and then she had to go. She was okay from the COVID, and she went to the doctor for that and I got her booster shot. She had already had the first two shots, so then she got a booster shot, and the COVID kind of fizzled out. Didn't develop into anything, but then she got a urinary tract infection, and it was so severe, it got into her blood, and it made her absolutely confused. She didn't know what in was up. She was so confused with that infection. You just never know how illnesses can affect our bodies. And they were thinking that she had a stroke because she was out of it so bad, but she did not have a stroke, and I am so thankful for that. And I'm so thankful that they were able to treat the urinary with antibiotics. So we were totally blessed on that ordeal. Totally. So thank goodness. But she's back in her home, and and Joe calls and talks to them every day, and checks everything out. But he is a mother's boy. He's a mama's boy. Um, he calls her. Uh, if he didn't call her every day, he calls her every other day. He calls a lot, and sometimes they talk twice a day just to say hello. What are you doing? and uh, and I'm watching a cowboy movie. You watching it too? And they watch the same movies together. It's so cute. They watch the movies together, and I think that is adorable. To hmm Yeah, it's adorable to do that. So let me get this glue down here and see if I can get it going here. Um, and of course, he was just up there just last month, moving his mother. So he was very, very lucky that he didn't get sick while he was up there. But it all occurred after he left. And he was lucky that he didn't contact, he wasn't in anywhere near it whatsoever. Uh, the COVID. It was, and his niece brought it home from college. That's how they got it. Well, I thought I opened it. So, but please remember our community. So, and I'm sure there were others that were, there are other prayer requests too. So a lot of unspoken, maybe unspoken prayers and thoughts. Joe's in there watching TV. We found another station on YouTube. We watch YouTube a lot, and these races came up, and they were figure 8 races. And I don't know if anybody is into racing or anything like that. But there, but we watched the other night. We watched, it was a demolition derby. Okay, fair time. The fairs are in progress now. If you know anything about the United States, have state fairs in the fall, in the summer and the fall, and it's by each state has their own state fair, and there's all kinds of things to do at a state fair. They have contests, they have agricultural contests, they have farm animal contests. They do horse riding, uh, bronco riding, and rodeos, and they do tractor runs, pulls, and all kinds of events at all of the fairs that go around. And uh, so anyway, we were watching a demolition derby. Well, the demolition derby was all old cars, and they were running around in the middle of a mud hole of an arena, and they were hitting each other like bumper cars. And that's what they do at a demolition derby. And the last one running wins the game. And so we watched that last week, and then last night we found one, and it was um, a figure 8 race, and I'd never seen it before. And these cars, they each of the vehicles, they were cars and trucks. They had a trailer on the back of a hitch, and they were running around in a figure 8, and then in the middle of the 8, there was crashes. Okay, so that's what happens in the middle of the Crazy Eight. Uh, and they were in the middle of an arena, like a race car track. It was a small car track, and and it was just hilarious that they were running in a figure eight. And the whole track wasn't a mile, maybe a mile around the whole track. There were roads all the way around the track, but they had this figure eight going. And every time they come to this intersection, they would wreck. And they didn't stop for each other. They just kept going. It was go as fast as you can go, but you couldn't go too fast around this curve. It was a kind of a sharp curve, and some of the trucks skidded going around the curve, especially with the trailers on the back of the cars. It was hilarious. We were dying laughing. And then after that race was over, there was another race, and it was boats. So they were pulling trailers the first race, and the second race they were cars and trucks pulling some kind of a boat. It was rowboats, there were ski-doos, there was bigger boats. I think one was looked like a kind of a pontoon boat, any kind of a boat that you could pull, and they did the figure eight thing again. And as they went around the corners, the boats would swing way out the side of them, because they were just on a chain. They weren't even the boats were not even on trailers. They were just dragging them on the track. And it was hilarious. It was hilarious. And most of the time, the people would run and knock their boats off. And if your boat fell off your truck or your vehicle, then you were out. And they did that till there was one man standing. It was crazy. So today we turned the TV back on, and there was another one. It was school buses. There were 12 school buses going around in a figure eight, and instead of hitting like where the trailer was or where the boat was, they were hitting the tail end of these buses. They were all school buses. Crazy. And they were all decorated up. There was the Hawk, and there was Spider-Man, and there was Batman, and they all had, their own decorations on them. But they were hilarious. Nobody got hurt or anything. It wasn't that kind of a sport to kill. It wasn't hit to kill, but they would run into each other, and they're all strapped in, and they all have padding on, and they all have helmets on and stuff like that. And then when one of them gets stuck or stops or tilts over, crashes, they all run. Oh, they put the red flag out and they run over to get the driver out. So it's completely safe. For they go in at their own risk, of course, but nobody was injured in any of these races. So that was funny. So now Joe's in there watching another race, and I think this is just a regular car race. But there's Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. I was missing you. The RVs. Well, I haven't seen the RV ones yet, Rebecca, but I've seen the school buses. And I said, well, what else are they going to do? So the next one we said we saw, they were limousines. They were going to do limousine ones too. And so I watched them on YouTube. Look up Crazy Eight Races, figure eight races, and you will see some of these. And so we're going to watch the limousine later tonight. He's going to hold it for me. So anyway, this is kind of cute over here. So I got off on a tangent. So now I need some pictures or something to put on here. So let me find, maybe I can find a fall book to find some kind of a picture to go in over here. This is a that catalog with crafts in it, and I might be able to find, like that there. That might work. A picture that would look good on my page. And I can frame it in some pretty paper. I've got some pretty paper that I could frame it in. So, I'm sorry, I got on a tangent on the races. Got lost in the conversation. So we're going to use that. These little owls are cute. I'll stick them in the back of the book. I won't throw them away. There's a wreath. And we can even make a wreath on some of these pages. I got this one here. I'll just hang on to. I'll stick this in the back of the book just in case. Keep it for the fall. Let's see. This one's a Los Angeles book magazine. And this is they want me to renew my subscription. So I would imagine that some of these magazines will stop at the beginning of the year that I've gotten. And if they do, I've got a whole bag of magazines that are brand new. And if they do stop, I could always go back to that recycle bank and do the little questionnaire things to renew get my magazines to come back. There's an auto show. I'm kind of looking for something fallish. There's a train, and it's in the sunset. See if I can find anything that there's a beach that looks like a sunset. It looks fallish. I'll take a beach. And I was thinking about that this morning. I need to get over to the beach. I haven't been over there for a while. Some of these pictures are really kind of cool, if they're different magazines than what I'm accustomed to. So let's look at another one. Mainline Today. Make your morning count. A-R-T. There's an A-R-T. I think I'll use it. I'm always looking for an A-R-T. A. Oh, dog alert. R. T. We'll take an art. Take the art. A little wonky, but it's very artful. It's very arty. We like art. Hi, Joe.
Hi, ladies.
What race are you watching in there? I can hear him zooming.
Outside.
You've been outside?
Yeah.
Is that why the donkeys barked?
Well, they were playing and they were horsing.
They were horsing around?
Horsing and hurt Abby's little foot up front.
Abby hurt her foot?
Yeah. I think she might have come down on it with them big paws of hers.
Is she all right?
Yeah, she's okay. I was going to bring her in, but the back door shut, and so I would have had to walk around. She said, "Oh, I'll go in the door."
Oh, she went in.
Yeah, so she came in. So I just looked over and I said, "Well, look at there. Just look at it."
Look what Joe's got, guys.
I had to bring these in because
y'all want to buy the orange? This is off of our orange tree.
Yeah, we ain't got a very good one, but it's still putting out.
Yeah, they're edible.
Oh yeah.
Did you wash them?
Yeah, I won't rinse
them. They get black. They get soot, like the soot from the air gets on them, and they turn black. But he washes them real good. And did you know that the oranges in the factories that they dye they put orange dye on the oranges that
To
you
make
buy
them look so good.
to make them look like in the store.
Yeah.
They take these oranges and put dye on them to make them look real orangey.
Well, they wash them, and then they have to take and put some kind of dye because
Yeah, they kind of
it seals it.
yeah, and it's I don't know.
Because when I wash these, they
Yeah,
don't
this
last
one
as
looks like a
long.
lemon. We did have a tree. It's
Oh,
not. It's not. It's very
there you
ill.
go.
But we
I got one
had.
for her.
Is that a lemon?
Well, it's an orange lemon
We have this one
or orange
tree.
grapefruit.
We have this one tree that is half
Okay.
lemon and half lime, and it was drafted together, spliced together in a gardening way, and so this one's not really edible, but it's too tiny, but it fell off,
That
and
bush,
he picks them up.
yeah, that bush is always small like golf balls for some reason.
Yep, fresh oranges. Been trying to get him past couple years to buy me some new orange trees because these older trees are getting old,
Yeah.
and they do get old, and apple trees get old too, uh, especially if you don't prune them right. It's just like the story. We
Well,
don't know when the best time it is to prune our trees.
that's
Did you
true.
hear my devotion? Did you listen
No,
to my
here,
devotion? Yeah.
not tonight.
Oh, you'll have to listen to it, Joe. It was good. Okay, I'm going to throw the oranges back at you.
Oh no.
These are nice, good throwing ones too. There's a bowl right there. You can stick them in that bowl. So
Yeah.
that was fun. Always fun time around here. So I was looking
Yeah.
for some
Especially when you got good company
fall things.
like you ladies. You are
Yeah.
so sweet. I'll tell you. I'm I'm Melissa. Hi Cheryl.
Guess what? Today's Melissa's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Melissa.
We should sing happy birthday
Birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melissa. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Yep. I'm hoping that she's had a wonderful day today.
Yeah, especially on your birthday. Hey, and there's Miss Janet Nash. How are you, hon?
Look at that apple.
How are you?
November's apples.
Beth's been whining for some. I brought her. I got this. It's like an apple peach.
Yeah, he bought it. It was a cross between an apple and a peach.
Yeah, home from the store, and it was just so big. It's as big as a baseball, a softball. And so I bought two of them, and we ate them. I think I ate one.
I'd rather have a
myself.
yellow apple.
Yeah, but it was awesome. So she's been whining for some a peach.
Oh yeah, I
And
was.
they don't have any peaches really out right now.
Well,
down here.
in the can, just canned peaches.
Yeah. So I brought her some ice cream peach last night.
Yeah, he spoiled me.
Yeah. It was
Peachy
good.
ice cream.
Peach ice cream.
I think I got a few pictures here I can work with. Oh, look, isn't that cute?
Hi, Brenda.
He's licking her toes. Nora licks our toes all the time, doesn't she?
Yeah.
This is a good book.
Then she thinks she should get a belly rub.
Oh yeah,
She
of course.
expects a belly rub.
Of
She
course.
licks her toes.
This is an orange, upside down orange
For
cake.
Cheryl.
Pineapple
Chicken,
cake.
Chicken Pot Pie Society. And who was this right here? I missed her.
Did you miss somebody?
Yeah. Well, I missed Big. Little Red Renee and Becky Walters. And then Janet, then Melissa again. Okay. And,
Catching up.
Yeah. And then Janet. So y'all had a nice little. What was it on?
A devotion was on a gardenia.
Gardenia?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well,
You have to listen to it. I'm not going to tell you
well,
anymore.
I'm going to listen to it because we're not going to miss it.
I always, after I get off, I go in there and put it back on so I can watch it again.
The whole thing. And
sometimes I do it again.
Yeah. But, about Tuesday, I tell Beth, I said, honey, I've seen this 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
You trying to make sure I see what you're doing or what?
I just like watching it. I like what I do, and
And
it's just fun.
yeah,
And it also helps me
it does.
uh, if I've promised something or said I was going to do something, I get that again, and it reminds me because I tell you when I get done filming, videoing, I am so tired. I am completely overloaded, and I go into the bedroom and I collapse, and I do sleep well after I've streamed. I do sleep good.
Well, that's one way to get her to go to bed is to do a devotion, me fix dinner, and her go sit in the bed and she don't even get to watch it. She won't even watch half of it
Before I
again.
fall
Yeah,
asleep.
she'll fall asleep.
But uh, I've been sleeping at night, so I'm hoping
So
I'm
that's a
hoping I
one.
will continue.
So, and there's Brenda D. Hello, hello.
So I liked this because she's got a little sunflower on her hand, so I'm using it.
Miss Rebecca.
Change starts with you. What a great word.
That is so true. That is so
Or
true.
change starts with art. We've got the art. I've already cut the art out. See, I've got ART, so I can
It
put the
should be
art there.
change starts with me.
It could be.
That would be a good
I'm going to put with
word.
art today
Hi,
because
Candy.
I do everything with art.
I didn't even, yeah, I didn't, and Sherry, I didn't see your name down there. There's Brittany. Would y'all just get off the same bus?
They might have.
Oh,
So Joe's reading chat for me, so I'm not
so
reading.
trying to, yeah. And Melissa and
Cheryl's got cinnamon buns. Mmm, my
oh,
favorite.
Cheryl. Are they square? Did you make them?
She's a baker. She could have.
Oh, I know it. That girl can do anything.
I think so.
Are you doing okay, Candy?
Candy has a broken rib.
Oh my,
She is.
that's painful.
Did you ever get your brace, Candy? Her brother was sending her a brace.
Oh, you didn't do it sneezing or coughing, did you? I did that one time, and my I had pain in my up in my upper stomach, chest area, and I said, I sneezed real hard the other night at work, and I said I could have hurt myself. Well, sure enough, I broke my the bottom rib that floats. It just got displaced. It didn't really break it. It just but man, that hurt. That hurt. And I played football 4 years and never got a broken rib. But yeah, I'm telling you, we're getting older and things are a little bit softer and
Were? Who's
yeah.
were?
Well, you and that dog's getting older.
I know it. I am.
Poor
I'm.
Abby. Abby, that's why I come in because I went out and
He said
Abby
Abby
was
hurt her toe.
watching me do some washing stuff. She come out the door and her and Nora, they like that backyard is just too big not to run in.
Yeah.
Well, Nora runs right either side by side or right behind her and
Ran her over.
run over and she's got the paws that are
She's a big dog.
they're about almost two 2.5 inches around in size, like a small bear paw. And for a little dog like hers, way that her pounded, she's got big feet, and she might end up being a bigger dog than
No,
what
I
we
think
think.
I think she's full grown.
But she just when Nora's in the house and there's food around, Abby lets Nora know whose food it is and that she's the boss in the kitchen.
And Nora usually lays down and waits
And
for Abby to eat.
Nora she'll back off and let Abby have her way. But now when Abby goes out in the yard, that yard is hers.
She's the king.
Yeah, because this dog is amazing. She is absolutely. We could not have asked for a better dog.
Oh, I know it.
And I've got this hill out there that's about 4 foot tall, and it's a little mountain range where I dumped 3 loads of dirt and it's growed over, and I keep it cut. Well, she likes to get on top of that, and she stretches out like a big dog.
She's a queen of the hill.
And she watches everything that comes up and down that road. And if it ain't supposed to be on that road, she lets them know it. and she's that way with.
She's just
Abby.
awesome.
Yeah, she's tough. She is. She watches the back. She watches the corners. Any place, and she knows all the places that the dogs could get in, or a dog could get out, or a cat could jump the fence. And that's another little problem we got with her, is that when our cat goes out,
they got a habit of chasing her.
Abby and her got a
and it's just a play chase. It's not a chase to kill.
Well, it's not.
It's like, all right, there's the cat. Let's go pick on her.
Yeah,
and they do.
Because she gets on top of the roof of the garage. I mean, she don't have a problem.
Yeah, she gets away.
She can get away from them, but it's Nora's. Was she 40 or 30?
She weighs 30 pounds.
30 pounds. And she's got a set of claws on her that's like a little bear. I'm telling you.
Her feet are big.
Yeah. And Abby started limping tonight real bad right after that. And, Daddy, my leg hurts.
Oh,
you, baby. Yes. And I went to pick her up, and
And Abby, she'll run hard and play hard one day, and the next day she sleeps a lot.
Oh yeah.
And that is common. That is very common in older dogs. They will do that.
It's common in older men too.
Yeah, and women.
Wait a minute, and women.
You're right. You're right.
Well, looky there. Okay, there's Mina Parrish.
Hi, Mina.
All right.
I used your butterfly tonight, Mina. You'll have to go back and watch the devotion, Mina. I used on the end of the devotion. I used your butterfly on it. One of the butterflies you sent me.
Well, that's pretty. And Angie Brown. Good night, Janet. Everybody's telling Janet
going
good
to
night.
Go to night.
We love you and we're praying for you.
You call me if you need me. I try to talk to her when she can.
Yeah.
So this is a train.
Brenda.
I might go over here. I like these words.
Are you having good weather, Mina? She's in Texas.
No, Mina's in Arizona.
Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey. I called my buddy last night, Mina, and he called me and says
he was in Nevada.
Yeah, he's up in the.
He was in Las Vegas.
He's in Las Vegas.
You all can tell him that story. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, and I hadn't talked to him. Gosh,
for a couple years.
No, I talked to him last year.
Okay.
We click in every 8 months or something like that, or whatever, something going down. He lives about 2-3 miles from where we live back home.
Yeah, well, you worked with him.
And then we worked together for about 15-20 years. And we were just calling around. I was calling around to check on everybody and make sure nobody was still sick, because we got some bad news of one of my buddies on ventilator.
Yeah, he's in the hospital.
And he's in the hospital. And we'll just hope he gets better and everything. And he's a whole lot younger than me. And then we catching up with some other guys that are still working and stuff. But Paul and I, we talk a lot, and I know when if he goes to Las Vegas, he's gonna play cards.
Yeah, he likes to play poker,
Yeah.
and he won. He won in well, he wasn't number one, but he was in the top 40.
Yeah. He was in. He rated top 40 in like 5,000
He won.
entries.
He won his money back,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah. He won his money over double, and but we used to, and I told him last night. I said, it's so funny. I can remember some things about when you used to play at work, because we used to play online on the TV. You could play online, and I'd always watch you play, but you didn't really have any video for the online
To watch it
to
back.
watch it back. You can just play it,
Now they video
and
them.
now they video it and everything. But yeah, it was some. He was, only he rated 42nd out of 5,000 people, and if he would have uh, won, it was some mucho money.
Well, yeah, the further up you go, the bigger the stakes.
Yeah, but he was only
Yep.
42nd in
Yep.
being first place.
Yep.
That's the thing about
Yep.
it. Yeah.
But he, it's just a game.
It's just a game.
Entertainment. It was
What
entertainment.
was so funny was, if y'all want to hear this,
Well, go ahead.
that he was at the table, and he says, I was really tired and wanting to play, and he said, I kind of pushed myself, and he played the guy who
Somebody famous.
yeah, he played somebody that was really famous, and he pushed him, and
he went all in.
and he went all in, and he had a good hand, wasn't it? Because he had two aces.
Well, he won.
And yeah, and he went all in, and
The other guy lost.
The other guy lost.
That's just the way the game goes.
After that, one of the news writers for one of the local, they got like a.
Yeah, it was like a sports section in the paper, and his name was in the title.
Yeah.
Leisure beats so and so.
So and so beats so and so in the push out, and all this, and he said, "Oh my gosh," he said,
I do have a Happy Meal today.
Everybody will be gunning for me now.
Barbara Batzer gave me some Happy Meal today.
Oh, that's nice.
Mhm.
Thank you, Barbara.
Is she in here tonight?
I haven't seen her.
She'll probably watch the replay.
Yeah.
So we have change starts with art, and I got a palm tree.
I'm so glad you're all getting this wonderful devotion that Beth puts out. You
didn't even hear it, Joe.
I know, but honey, you work hard on them.
I don't. They just pop.
What?
They just pop out.
Well, I can't help it if the guy upstairs is helping you.
I got somebody on my side, that's for sure.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. If they're good, somebody else
he's giving me
he's giving you pointers.
He's giving me the equipment. It was so funny. And I had a picture of a heart out of a magazine, and it had a Band-Aid on it. And it was another article about a broken heart. Well, that's what got me looking for a devotion. And I can't find that magazine piece that I had. I've lost it. I'll find it tomorrow. But I went ahead and made my own heart on my paper that you saw, and I said, I need some Band-Aids.
Well, if you can,
would you cut yourself? No, I just need a Band-Aid to put on my paper. So it worked out fine. So I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Nope, not going to complain.
So you have one Thursday, right?
No, I do it on Tuesdays. Tuesday's devotion, and
right.
Thursday is felting.
Oh. But if anybody wanted to see what the devotion was, if you found
you could go back
could go, yeah.
Well, if I find the heart, I'll show it to them, but I don't matter because I went on without it. And sometimes the mean one, there's a mean guy, hanging around us, and he doesn't want us to do good. And sometimes he hides things from me,
Oh
but
yeah.
it didn't stop me though.
He
No,
he
no effect on me. No.
he used to bother with her computer, mess with her
Oh,
computer all
I
the
I
time.
used to we used to do some stuff at home for church, and if I printed something out on this event, we do these events like 2 or 3 times a year, and I would print out a prayer vigil and have all these names filled in of people praying on around the clock for this weekend event that we used to do, and it would print out backwards. I wished I'd kept some of them. I swear, every time I was doing something for this event, it's a Christian event, every time I did something, every now and then things would print out backwards. And you talk about scary. I was shaking in my shoes.
She we get so mad over it that it would do it once or twice, and then we'd shut that computer off and go buy a new computer.
No, I didn't. But it was, and I don't know if it
Oh,
was the computer, if it was back then, it was an older computer, like when we first got our computers. It was one of the very first ones we ever got. It was a Dell, and it would spool. And spooling means that the information that you're wanting that's on your computer and you want to print it to the printer, it spools and it sends it in code to the printer, and it's thinking, and sometimes it,
gets
it, it
lost.
gets lost and there's a corruption and it printed it out backwards, and it's called spooling. And yeah. hmm so let's see, I kind of like this picture
That's a
right
pretty picture.
here.
Beautiful.
It's a fall picture.
Yeah. There's a
It's like the walk to Emmaus.
yeah, yeah. That's the walk to Emmaus.
Yeah. Anyway, it was possessed.
Thinking.
Yep. But and I don't know if it had to do with the spooling or the fact that I was using my printer a lot that week, doing stuff on it for the event, and because I was printing all kinds of stuff out, and I don't know if it was just being overloaded. I don't know, but it did that, and it like it
Wow.
really messed with my head,
Well, it
and
says
hmm
that it's going to get down to 37 where she's at
oh
now,
boy,
or 37 now,
that's
and get
Celsius.
down to 19 tonight.
Celsius.
And a lot of the other ladies are, uh, they're Renee. Let's see, it's 30 degrees, 40 degrees. Wow,
And Barbara is in Canada, so they do Celsius.
Celsius. Okay.
And I think zero in Celsius is 32 for Fahrenheit.
And I know the red wagon is
Renee.
Renee.
Yep.
I was going to say Renee, but
Yep.
she says she likes the snow. I miss the snow too a little bit.
I don't miss the cold.
Yeah, because I would go down and uh, check on the house and stuff. And whenever I went down to do that, it was always during the cold weather. And it's a it's a pretty good drive, 1,000 miles to get there, 1,000 miles
Now,
to
he
get
didn't like to
back.
go when it's cold.
I didn't like go because I'd always take my trailer and pull my trailer down,
Yeah.
and that makes it difficult too. Well, it's I turned the air conditioner off last night because it
Chilly
was
this morning.
74. I think I just raised it up to 76. So that's why we still got the fans. We just run the fans.
We were just having a little cold snap, Joe.
Yeah.
So, anyway, here's my little fall page.
I guess I could go across the street and get some wood and make a nice big fire.
Well, I don't think we're that cold. No, the last time we've only made one fire in our fireplace, and it's a double-sided fireplace. So you have to get the fire. You have to keep it small, and it has to be in the middle of the fireplaces because or you'll get smoke out of one side or the other. It has to go in the middle, and if it's pushed back, like we're used to doing in the back of a regular fireplace, you're pushing the smoke out the dining room side. And that's what happened when we first built a fire. And it was the house was smoked up for 2 weeks. And I said, nope, we won't be using that. We were just
It's
doing it for the ambiance of it
well,
all, you
it's
know.
nice. It's nice if you've got gas because you can have a gas fire in there and it be perfect.
I need
Uh,
somebody on the bike.
but if you put wood in there, wood just kind of the draft on the wood is not like the BTUs in a gas fire. But yeah,
I might have to save this. Might have to save it, but I'm a thinking I need somebody on the beside the bike. See if we can find somebody.
well, did you you can put that guy right there on that bike,
Yeah.
but and cut a little hole in it and put him. Or you need a woman because it's a girl's bike.
Oh, details, details, details. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I'm yeah, like that one there. Like she wouldn't fit in it.
She'd be standing on the
She'd be
seat.
on she'd be sitting in the basket.
Standing on the seat, riding without any hands.
We could buy wood.
That smells
So
good. Idle.
Teresa C, are you feeling better tonight, hon?
Hi, Teresa.
This weather's kind of getting a little bit of a cold snap to wake everybody up. To
It feels good.
Yeah, it feels good. The dogs like to run, go out, and
Yeah, Nora sleeps out on the back porch a lot now.
yeah, she'll sleep on the front porch, on the back porch, and then if she hears something way back there in the yard,
She runs.
she takes off barking, and that's when Abby gets involved.
Yeah, we have to keep the bedroom door shut. Go
Yeah.
back to the very first picture that I picked. Very first picture. That's usually what happens.
So somebody told me that several places in Alaska they have built stores, even shopping malls underground because it's so cold.
Yeah, if you build down, it's always 58 underneath the permafrost. It's like a cave.
Well,
It
yeah,
stays about the same.
55 to 58. Yeah.
Yeah. I learned that as a kid. We would go and visit my grandparents in Lewisburg, West Virginia, and there was a lot of sinkholes and a lot of caverns up in that neck of the woods. And we would always go to a cave every summer. We'd go to a different cave, and they would take tours through them. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And we learned that it was always 58. And if you didn't like
Did you
58,
cut
then
her off?
no, I did not.
Oh,
Yeah, I cut her off. Uh, if you didn't, 58 was the, if you didn't like the temperature, then my grandmother would say, well, you better take a sweater, you'll get cold. But we
ugh.
never did because 58 wasn't bad, especially when you're walking around and stuff. Hmm.
Yep.
So,
When it's cold, it's nice because you can sleep sometimes better because you always got extra felt blankets or something like that. That really, I got this big felt blanket. I just finished drying it, and it's really nice
it's soft, yeah.
and soft.
The dogs like it too. They get on it. So,
Now, what would happen if you was to take her left side of her body?
was that your
Right,
phone?
No, right side of her body, and fold it back under and lay it flat. And she'd only have half of her showing. It would, of course, right there where, yeah. No, I didn't hear from her.
Okay.
So we got good numbers on the thumbs up. Thank you, girls. Thank you. 22's high.
That's good.
That's a good number. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's usually about 15.
I got 26 in the room already.
I know it. I know it.
Everybody was waiting.
I bet the word was out that you was going to feed them tonight.
I must have
And
been.
you come up with these oranges. I think they might be boogering out on you.
I don't know.
Or that was last night, or the night before last night.
We had a Halloween party. We had all kinds of candy.
Oh, you could put him on the back with his arm around her. Let her drive. Beth bought a bike like that when we first got married, didn't you?
Yeah, I think
Still got it, but it's
rusty.
not. Yeah,
It
it's
didn't.
not
It wasn't
color.
kept inside like
No.
I wanted it to be, but that's all right. Can't always have everything.
He looks like the quarterback. You go back and ride on the front.
Well, I can get her to sit. Yes, I can. I know how to do it.
We had 12 trick or treaters last night. Cheryl said.
Oh, Cheryl did.
Yeah, Cheryl. Oh shoot, Cheryl, you just reminded me. I got a big bag of chocolate, Hershey's, M&Ms up in a closet in the cabinet in the kitchen that was for the trick or treaters, and we didn't get none last night.
Well, we didn't turn our light on either. There's what we want.
Then you see it's been a long day. She started at 2:30 a.m. Took my relatives and her to a medical appointment and a few other things like that. Wow.
There's my girlfriend right there.
Jan,
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Yeah. She's a cutie pie.
I just said that.
Oh no, we
don't.
think alike, guys.
I could have told you what she was going to say next because I almost said it. But she is cutie pie.
Mm-hmm. We're getting there.
See. Yeah, and so Angie's leaving. You take care, Angie. Don't take any chances in them the black ice and slick.
Oh, I think she's spending the night with a friend.
Oh, okay.
She's house sitting and aunt sitting with somebody.
Mountain time. Mary comes on mountain time.
Mary comes on Central.
Okay, Central.
Mary.
Yeah. Who was that? Oh, I was telling Paul about that. I said that one of the ladies, she goes to these they're oh shoot, what do they call them?
I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
stores. And
Mary went to the antique shop on her birthday a month or so ago, and she took us with her, and everybody was online talking to her and saying, "Get this for me."
Hey,
He was telling his buddy that
yeah.
one of the girls in my group, what kind of stuff we do, and he was describing that one of the girls, went shopping and took everybody with her.
Yeah, he says, man, that's a good idea. He says, I'd like to do that because he's retired and
Well, there are girls that do that on
oh
they go makeup shopping
oh
and they do a makeover and they take their see she's going to sit on the bike this
oh
way
that's good.
and I got to fix him. He's going to
Straddle the seat.
straddle the seat, but I got to fix his arm.
Yep. Holding on to the handlebars.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to. Ooh. I want to get Pierre the white chocolate peanut butter cups. Oh, I did.
Yeah, you showed them last week.
Cheryl, I got some of them. You want me to?
It was white chocolate
Yeah.
and peanut butter.
Yeah, white chocolate.
I don't think you have any more left.
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. So let me find another arm. Let's try her arm. How's that look? Can you see? This little thing up here looks like a hat. Oh, these are regulars.
It's just regular. No, they ain't regular.
They're these are orange. They're not white.
Oh, they're orange. Okay.
They're milk chocolate.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We, I, I ate all the white ones.
Yeah.
I ate all the white ones.
Well, I ate the last white one
Okay. Okay.
because I know.
Okay.
I ate the last one.
Well, I bought 5 of them.
5 of these?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, where are they? I only had one.
Well, you think I'm going to tell you? Yeah. You just sit there and tell me you eat all my white ones.
I just had the last one. I ate one and then I got the last one.
Oh, okay. Here, hand me the red. Well, maybe the other one in there is white. Maybe it is. Maybe it's wonderful.
Shh. He's gonna come back for this. This is what he's gonna get back. Shh. Don't tell on me. Okay, I'm gonna glue this down. See how we can do it.
Oh, you been in this bag, lady, ain't you? You ain't been in that bag?
Not for a while.
We got a big rag.
Oh, I haven't seen that bag.
Where'd
That's
that-
the white bag. I've only seen the brown bag. That got the Snickers in it. Oh, I guess.
You acting like you don't know?
Let me see the front of it.
Yeah, it's Snickers.
Yeah, I saw that bag.
Oh, just show them that bag.
Here, you can have your Reese's back.
There ain't nothing in it.
There's your Reese's. That's all there was.
That was.
That's all there was.
There was a whole thing of these. Good play they gave, homie.
Well, I don't know where they went.
Yeah, I heard you sneaking and talking to the girls.
Shh.
I told you I got my
Shh.
earplugs in.
All gone. That's right. It's all gone.
Who said that? Nobody. Mina.
They didn't see anything.
Y'all, you know what? I'm gonna hold y'all accountable. I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll eat her ice cream. We play that game. Only thing I like out of these are tricks anyway.
I like the Snickers are my favorite,
Snickers.
and the M&Ms.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, wait a minute. Here's another one. These Milky Ways.
Yeah, there's Milky Ways. I don't. They're all right.
I like Milky Ways because they don't got nuts in them.
Okay, isn't that cute?
Yeah. He looks like the Uber boy.
Yeah, he's giving her an Uber ride. Mhm. Yeah. Change starts with art, adventures, and experience. Uh huh.
White chocolate chips. I love white chocolate, period. Cheryl. Um,
I think that looks really, really cute, guys. So they're taking a little a little, a little bicycle ride along the beach. Uh huh. I'm going to put the date on it.
you know you can't have it until you eat your dinner.
Okay. I haven't been eating a lot of junk food this week. Um, I've been taking a diet pill, some kind of little metabolife diet thing, and it curbs my appetite. I mean, I get hungry, but I'm not pigging out like I do usually
Three
do.
Musketeers.
And what's the difference between the Three Musketeers and a Milky Way?
Uh-oh. I don't know. What's the difference between a left and a right tweet?
Oh yeah, the Twix. There's left and right. There's no Three Musketeers.
I got the.
Twix, Milky Way, Snickers, and
Mm,
M&Ms.
those taste different than that one. I don't like them. Yeah.
They're all right in a pinch. When there's nothing left, they're all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all like strawberries with chocolate on? Chocolate dipped in chocolate and then frozen, or not frozen, but
I like fresh strawberries that way, but I
yeah.
don't like them if they're not real, real fresh. If they've been sitting for 2 days, don't they don't taste right. So there's that. Isn't that right, guys? So read chat. Time for Barbara to get back to her domestic diva chores. You're allergic to strawberries. Woohoo!
Mm.
Brought marshmallows for my hot cocoa in the morning. Oh, Mina. uh, you prefer my chocolate from the fridge. Hmm. Okay, you like the pages. Good, good.
Oh, you know the
He's gonna tell us in a minute.
I'm gonna tell you in a minute. Well, Joe,
What were you gonna say?
let's see.
What was it about?
It was about something that you drink, and it's milk.
You bought some new stuff
No, what?
to drink. It was like coffee, iced coffee or something.
No, I didn't. No, uh,
That was something else
this
then.
was this was last night when I went to the store. Night before last.
Oh, okay.
Your brother used to always bring it.
Milk, churn. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it was
Close,
a
close.
freshly churned.
In a bottle, and he
Yeah,
brought it all the way from Virginia.
yeah, made in Virginia.
What is that called?
I don't remember. Okay, so I think I'm done with this. Looks good. Just a little fall page. And for those of you who came in late, you don't care, put these magazines in that plastic bag right behind you.
Okay.
For those of you who came in late, this was my devotion page, and we talked about gardenia bush, and we talked about broken hearts. So if you want to go back and watch the devotion, I thought it was really cute. And so now we're going to turn it over, and we're going to paint something because it's just almost 8 o'clock. So we will do that. And I will put this on the bottom here.
Eggnog.
Eggnog. Okay.
Eggnog.
Churned. It was home churned milk. And it came in eggnog, and it came in a vanilla and a chocolate milk that he brought home. And it came from a milk place.
A dispensary.
It was a milk
milk
cow. It was a dairy farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came from the dairy farm. And these two.
A private.
Yeah, it was a private farm. And he drove by it all the time where he lived in Virginia, and he ended up
so when he come down
bringing
here,
a case of it home one year for Christmas, when we had Christmas time at my mom's house a long time ago.
It was all glass bottles,
and we all got to take home 2 or 3 bottles of it. Yeah, it was fun.
Glass bottles.
It was fun.
Excellent.
So this is all going to be the front here.
But they got it at
but they sell it in the
Winn
grocery
Dixie
store.
has it, and now they have it.
He's all up and down the East
all
Coast now.
The big
So
store.
maybe I will craft tomorrow. Hopefully I will have my energy and enthusiasm back. I hope so, Cheryl.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to do here is go to fall pictures, maybe, and see what we can paint. That's really, really cute, but I want to be on the other side of the fence. This is on the outside of the outside of the fence or something.
No, it's on the inside. You know how you tell?
Because of the way the fence is, yeah. Woof.
Woof.
Woof. She says woof.
How's your foot? Are you? Her foot's okay. She put them both up on me. Oh.
Thanksgiving.
Oh. Okay. Come on. Don't bark.
I can do the fence. I can kind of do that one. I don't know if I could do the blanket or not, but I can do the hay and the pumpkins and the stalks and the fence and the banners. Teresa's got to get a shot in her eye tomorrow. Oh dear, Teresa. So anyway, I'm going to paint something. Shall I keep looking? Let me keep looking. I'm in the wrong department here. Let me get to my images. That's kind of cute in a way with the heart in the middle, but I don't know. I did these pumpkins. I did those watercolors. Man, if I hadn't have used the bicycle, I could have done this one. Oh man, that would have been a perfect bike to do that with. I'll have to find me another bicycle. That would have been perfect. Oh well, move along, move along. We'll find something else. I've done a truck before, a back truck, uh, in the middle of the forest. I've done that. I did something like that last year. I'll find something. It'll be perfect when I find it. Now, I did get some stencils the other day, but I'm not sure what they were. See if I can get it open here. Because something like Hello Fall, that would be cute to do if I had the stencil. My handwriting is just not the best. Paint one, Beth. You can do it. Thank you, Teresa. Uh-oh. This one says, trust his path, be still. These are Bible stencils. And this one says, Amen in faith. And this one says, kind. Kind, alive, mighty, loved. Just words. Okay. It's all right. I'm going to put these in my Bible. Joe bought me these little Bible journaling kit, and that's what these came out of. And I just wanted to see what was in there. Let's see. Um, Let me look this one up. Okay, now these pictures are pictures that are from Painting with a Twist. And these are when you go to those art places, they have art rooms where they paint, the whole room paints the same thing. And that would be cute with the sunflowers. And there's a white one, and then there's a girl, there's some sunflowers, the moon, a beachy, a forest in the moon, pumpkins, and then we're getting right into Christmas. Okay, so let me go back to the top. I want Thanksgiving paintings. Let's try that. Let's go with images. There's Tom. We got Tom. We could paint any one of any one of these things. There's several things to paint. Do a little collage painting. If I get to focus, there it goes. Whimsical. They're whimsical. Here's a, oh, this is kind of cute. It's a whimsical pilgrim. I'm going to try that. It's a little blurry, but it's really not too bad. It's simple and easy. I'm into simple and easy right now. Add to photos. I just want to do something fun. And we can look for another one for Thursday. And what you can do, if anybody finds a painting uh, that you think would be worthy for November, like one of these owls, you can message it to me. If you see a picture that you would like for me to do for Thursday, one of these guys would be cute. I've done owls before, and I wouldn't mind doing another owl and or a turkey or we've done so many scarecrows. I'm tired of scarecrows. Uh, but I could even do something like this, getting ready for winter. That would be cute for December. But I'm going to stick with this one that we just picked with the pilgrims, and I'm going to paint that. And I'm going to do a background. So I'm going to do a yellow background. You like the owls? Their owls are cute. Oh, and I have my happy mail to open up. Did Barbara ever come in? Barbara Batzer? Did she come in? Gee, this thing's sitting over here all by itself. He never did ask for him back. Mm-hmm. All right, she might come in. But I've got this yellow. I'm trying to use it up. Sunflowers are good, yeah. Okay. Let's see if we've got enough paint now. Here we go. Is the Daytona 500 on? I think, isn't that at Thanksgiving time? I think he's watching a video. Well, there's something in the paint. It's not coming off. Okay. I might need to get a credit card out and smear this out a little bit better. It's not, it's thick and it's old, and I was just trying to use it up. That's all I was trying to do is use it up. I'm just getting a little credit card out here and see if I can't spread it out. But it's got a pretty sheen, a shininess to it. So it'll be pretty on the background. That's good enough. Sunday NASCAR got feisty. Did I read that right? So I'm going to try this with my heat gun. Hi, Christina. Welcome, honey. We're goofing off. Just like always, we're getting ready to we're going to paint some pilgrims. Yeah, the 500 will be on Thanksgiving, won't it? Or the Sunday after Thanksgiving. Usually on the Thanksgiving weekend, the racetrack at Daytona Speedway, they have a turkey run. It's a turkey run, and it's a kind of a flea market for race car drivers and a car show. And then they sell stuff that's anything related to cars. Uh, it could be any kind of hardware, T-shirts, and they'll have food and stuff. But they do the whole. They have a big field in the middle of the race car track, and it's like 3 acres, and it's full of cars, and they have car shows, and and then they clean it all up, and then I think Sunday's the 500 race. They get ready for the race. Uh, but usually all the guys like to go to the turkey run, and it's a guy thing and shop and stuff. So that's kind of dry. It's a little damp. A little more. Let me dry it one more time. Okay, let's try that now. So I'm going to be needing some brown and orange, black, gray, white, white, and I might use gesso as my white. It's thicker than just plain white. And there's a peachy, fleshy color for the faces. And I need orange and a brown and another little yellow maybe, and my black and my white. Okay, I think that'll work. So here's what I'm painting. Shall I post it? This would be easy to sketch. Oh, this is Violet's tree in her yard. Red and orange and yellow. Beautiful. Okay, let me go back to uh, my room, and I'm going to post this picture in case somebody wants to draw it or sketch it. So it's in the group. If you want to try drawing that, it's easy. And that's all I wanted tonight was something easy. So I got it. Now, it says thankful, and I'm going to maybe I'll just put that at the top of the page. So I'm going to start at the bottom and make my turkey down here first. So I'm going to need some brown. This would be really easy to do with markers too. But I'm just going to do some brown, and I'm going to make a turkey body. A turkey body. Here we go. So there's his body. I might be able to go back over some of it and maybe give him some feathers or something. And then he's got a head that looks like a teardrop. Like that. That looks good. Alrighty. And then we're going to do orange. Look at that mosquito. That's a mosquito. And I got him. Woohoo! Goodness, he liked that shiny yellow. Who let them skeeter in? So now we're going to do the orange. Everybody doing okay? Splat, you got that right. He's not going back outside. So So let me get my napkin here. Good. And he's got a turkey feathers that comes up behind him like that. Like that. I'm making it feathers. All right, that looks good enough. Good enough for that. Now, when this dries, I'm going to go back over it with a Sharpie. And I'm sorry, I'm not in the picture very well, am I? And outline it the way the picture is outlined in black. I'll do that with a Sharpie at the end. I'll let this dry good. So that's all the orange I need. Simple, gonna be a simple picture. So now I'm going to use gray and black for their clothing. I guess I'll start with the gray first. And so she's standing on this side of the turkey. And it goes up to about here. Well, we'll make her tall. Abby just took off outside. And she comes down on this side of her dress. And the middle of her dress has a like an apron. Joe said the pool was 76 today. That's a little too chilly to get in. I like it about 80. It's been a little chilly. We had some cool rain the other day that really cooled it off. So this is going to be white inside her dress. Okay, I like that. Get this little tiny detail right here. Okay. Not a whole lot of gray, but a little bit of gray. That's all of the gray I need. Now I need to do the black for the other side of the outfit. Oh, Teresa posted a picture that I want to try felting for fall. Well, Teresa, let's go take a peek. We'll take a peek of it. Let's go take a peek. Oh, it's a pumpkin with two little fairies. Oh, isn't that cute? I can see me doing that. I love the colors in it. There's all kinds of shades of orange and greens and yellows and red. Ooh. Okay, Teresa, I'll do it with you. I'll do it with you. Melissa's got to freshen her phone. Okay. Vanessa's multitasking. Cheryl's going to reboot. Everybody's doing something. Okay. Okay, Teresa. I'm going to see if I can save it to my photos. Save photo. Okay. If I could get in here tomorrow and get some things done, I might be able to start it tomorrow. But we're finishing this one up, and it's going to be cute. We're doing really good. So I'm going to use the black next. Uh-huh. And this came off of my fall page. I should have put it in the book. Oh, I got some glue on it. Oopsie. So I'll have to put this in our fall harvest page. It's Happy Fall. Somebody sent this to me, and I don't have initials on it. Any somebody sent this to me in tags. Oh man, I don't have a name on it, but we'll put it in the fall page. I'll put it in the book so I won't forget it. Okay, so I'm going to get my black. Kathy's piddling. Okay, piddling is good. That's what my mom used to do. She says, I'm just piddling. Just a piddling. A little this, a little that. So I'm going to use this black. And I'm going to go up a little taller than the girl. Take my time. Don't get in too big of a hurry. This picture would be really really cute with paper piecing too. I might do it again. I'd love to do it with colored paper and maybe even some wallpaper. Would look cute. Now this black paint is tempera paint. So it's streaky looking. And I will be putting another coat on top. Uh, This is a prang, and it's from the Dollar Tree for $1, but it's not acrylic, and I prefer acrylic for most of my paintings. But I'm going to use it. You got to use it or lose it. So I'm going to use it until it's gone, and I'm continuing to remind Joe, do not buy me any more paint. Don't buy me any more paint. He won't listen. He'll do it anyway. But this prang, it's just a translucent type of paint. It's not as dense and thick as the acrylic paint is. So you can still use it. You just might have to put two coats on whatever you're painting. And we can do that. We can do it. We may not like it, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Not too bad. So, okay. Okay, there's the black. Now I'm going to switch over to the white. I'm going to go ahead and maybe do our head. I will be using the black again. And we'll go ahead and do the head. And I'm doing the head in a pink, the face in the pink. Get all the black out of that. That's good. So I'm going to get that up. There's one. Okay, there's the guys. That looks fairly decent. So clean my brush. That's all the pink. That's all that. And we'll go ahead and need a um, I need a little base for my beak. I'm going to put a beak on the turkey. And I probably will go over my orange feathers and do the edges of my feathers again with some orange paint before it's over with too. And I could even do the same orange, or I might be able to use another orange, but I'm probably going to use this again. And I'm going to try doing the beak again too here. I do the beak in something. And I can even maybe do the so the beak is like this, and I'm going to go over the top of it in yellow here in a minute. I'm concentrating. I'm having I'm having to concentrate really hard. Yeah, I am. Till I get it the way I want it. Okay, we'll quit at that before I make it worse. And I'm going to go with the yellow again. I'm done with the orange. Joe's cooking something in there. I smell onions. He's frying onions. I can smell it. So I'm going to take this and put some yellow on the beak. Okay. I think that's good enough. That's good enough for the beak. It's on there. So, Teresa's cooking dinner. Cheryl's taking cold medicine. I'm so sorry you're feeling bad, sweetie. I hope it's on the up and up. Okay, I can't open that. So I'll have to pull her a little bit out and try it with this way. I'm painting a couple of pilgrims. This is what I'm looking. I posted the picture. And I will be doing this again in colored paper. If I don't do it tonight, I'll do it maybe Thursday in paper. I'll cut them out and show you how to do that. So I'm going to go with the white, and I'm going to paint her little, she's got an apron. She's got a little apron. And this is gesso. So it's a little bit thicker than the regular paint, and it's basically white paint, but it's thick. And you can get gesso in different colors. I have it in black and gray. It looks a lot like that gray, and it also comes in clear. Uh, but it's usually gesso is a thick acrylic, and it is a great prepping paint if you want to put it down on your paper first, and then whatever you do on top of it, less chance of it bleeding through the paper to the next page. And a lot of people use gesso on canvases, and it gives it a creamy base, so that when you paint on top of it, it helps your paint, the colored paint on top, to smooth out on your canvas. And it's a good medium tool to use. And used to always put gesso down first before I painted and did anything, but kind of got out of the habit of it. But so there's her pinafore. I need to get this corner done up a little bit better. That might work right there. That looks pretty good. So I'm going to continue with my white, and I'm going to put a collar, a white collar, on my boy and girl here. They wore fancy clothing in the day. They did. So there's one side. And again, I will be outlining all of these things. I'm going to outline the turkey, and I'm going to outline her apron, with a black Sharpie, and I will go over the edges of some of these after the paint dries. So there's more to come. So that looks pretty decent. Now I'll do the guys. He wears a collar too. Oops, that black is not dry. A little wet spot. That's all right. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Okay. I will be going over that again in a minute. That looks good. I like it. Good. I like that. Now, she's got a bonnet on her head. And it goes from here to here. Let's see if I can get her a decent bonnet. And then there's a little topper. I like that. That's going to be a keeper. And then he's got a hat on. We're almost done, believe it or not. He's got a black hat on. See if I could get his hat on. Hi, everybody doing okay? Hi, Sharon. We're drawing some pilgrims. There you go, pilgrim. Better get going, pilgrim. That's what John Wayne always said. Pilgrim. And did anybody see Barbara come in? Barbara Batzer? I got her Happy Meal I haven't opened up yet. So I'm going to make a hat. There's that level. And then there's another little box. Little pilgrim hat. That looks pretty good. That's all right. That's okay. I like it. There's a little pilgrim hat. I'm kind of want to make it up just a notch higher. All right, we'll quit right there. And I need two eyes. Gotta hold your mouth right to do the eyes. Turkey needs some eyes. And he needs a little gobbler too. And I'm going to do that in a red maybe. I think I might do it maybe I'll try red paint pen. Just was just want you to know that I have not forgotten. Just want you to know I have not forgotten. Sharon, oh, I will send you more of the book markers as soon as I find them. I've been cleaning and sorting and I put them up somewhere. She's put them somewhere where she wasn't going to forget where she put them. And she'll find them at the very last place that she's looked. And that's where she'll find them. I do that too, Teresa. I do that too. So I'm going to make my little gobbler, which is that little, oh, that little thing that hangs down on his neck, under his chin. So that's good. That's going to be fine. It's wet right now, but I can see it, and I think you'll be able to see it as soon as I uh, outline it a little bit. I'm going to get a real fine tip magic marker to outline that gobbler with. So I've got that. I've got her eyes. I'm going to do her little cheeks and the little cheekies. Her little cheeks. They got little rosy cheeks. They've got little blush on, and I'm going to use a real tiny brush in this color to do their cheeks. And I could really even use a Q-tip if I wanted to. But this will work too. I've been having pretty good luck with this little. This is a nice watercolor paintbrush I have. It's for watercolors, but it has been really a good brush, and I've used it a lot. And if it's too dark, I might be able to dab it. I don't think I can with that. I'm gonna get a Q-tip to dab it with. That is so much better. All I'm doing is just barely touching the paint, and I'm lifting just a tiny bit of the paint off, and it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay, that's it. Now I am going to do the outlining, but I'm going to let the paint dry first. The paint is real thick where the gesso is, and I don't want to mess it up like that. I don't want to mess it up like that. It's all right. I can fix it. You can't even tell. Okay, great. That looks good. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry, and I will write um, thankful somewhere on the page, and put some of this other stuff away. Well, Cheryl, I don't know. I don't know if I'm as steady as I should be or not. I took my time. I did take my time. And I will probably I'd like to do another coat of white on all of the white parts. And I might have to wait till it dries a little bit more to do so. And I'll make this, um, all of the white parts will be kind of a 3D effect. It'll be like up higher than the rest of the paint. So it will give it some texture, like a lace or something. But I will go around it with the black marker and outline everything either tomorrow or Thursday. I'll do it. But it's cute. I like it. And he's got a little strap of white on his hat of some sort. And she's got two gray buttons on her collar. So that's cute. For a small picture, it's taken me a while to do it. It has. I think he needs a kind of a buckle on his hat, and it should be over his over the white part. So I'll do that maybe with a silver marker. Put him a little square buckle. So that looks good. So I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna quit and let that dry. I still want to do a little more of the orange on this side. I think his feathers are all lopsided, but that's okay. We'll figure it out right here. It was just a little too straight. And I will outline it in the black too, so it'll be all right. It'll be good. It'll be good. Okay, we'll quit. Alrighty, Roo. 10 till. We did good. And I've got this gesso left over. So I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to dry this a little bit and then I'll put the gesso right here on this page. But I'm going to dry this a little bit more. I could easily go over his cloak again in the black. I see some white um striations. It looks good. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Becky. Oh, November is Native American month. Yes, it should be. It should be all of the Native Americans. But I think we'll do this again Thursday, and I'll cut the pieces out of black colored stock paper and gray, and kind of make a paper doll out of them. That would be cute. Okay, so I'm going to take my fan brush and clean it. And I'm just going to lift this up and hold it. And I'm going to gesso this page a little bit. So with whatever paint we do next, we'll have a gesso page all ready. Won't that be nice? What do you think, Joey?
What?
You think that'll be nice?
What?
Our page is going to be gessoed next time because I'm using the leftover gesso.
Wow.
So I don't waste anything.
Cool.
Yeah. Now I got to get the heat gun out. Here's my pilgrim.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
What are you doing? You fixing dinner? I smell onion.
Better fix it too.
You put onion on mine?
No. There's only that little bit of half an onion there. That was good onion. That was a white onion. I know that you get good at it.
Was it white or Valdelia?
No,
Was it?
white.
Vanessa got a lot done tonight. Woohoo! And there's always more, Vanessa. I never get done in my art room. Yeah, Cheryl, it's going to make a cute paper doll. Do it Thursday. Okay, let's see how that worked. A little wet. It's a little wet. I've got a little piece of paper here I'll put on it. A little wax paper here. That'll keep it from sticking. Okay, there it is. I'm going to put a date on it. And I guess it would be very nice to show you Barbara's Happy Meal that she got me. And we can do we'll do a little page. Yeah, she's got some, she thinks I'm a pot of gold. Woohoo! You're a pot of gold. How about that? Let's see what she sent. And I can make I might be able to make a Happy Mail page. Out of it. I've got a Happy Meal book. Like this. And it's filling up. I can always add more paper in it if I have to. So it can be real, it could be a lot thicker than this if I need for it to be. So I'm about halfway through the book. So let's see. Oh, it looks like there might be a postcard. How are you doing, Beth? Anytime you want to call me, here is my number. Woohoo, Barbara. Okay. Happy Halloween. Oh, isn't that cute? It's a postcard. But I'm going to put it in here. Okay. It's got her address. Let's mail her something. Let's mail her something back. We've got a few minutes before quitting time. Let's mail her something. I can give her some paper. And I do have an envelope over here with some cutout things. I've got some people. I've got all furry fans are welcome. I can make her this card. Oh, it needs to be on a different piece of paper. And I've got some. This is not big enough. Maybe we'll have to make it bigger. We can do it. We can make it bigger this way. That'll be all right. Ooh, I could cut it out too and make it scallopy. Let's see if this will fit on there. It'll fit if I put two together. I'll glue two together. We're making Barbara a little happy mail to send back to her. Like that. And there. And there. And there. That looks good. We can still send her a piece of paper. Did I get everything out of her envelope? Am I jumping the gun? Yeah, I am. I'm jumping the gun. She sent more in her envelope. We can do a Halloween page. Oh, a card. Look at this playing card. Oh, how cute. It's kind of a thing going on. Um, Brittany at Blinger Creations, Brittany, she started she called it a Frankenstein deck of cards, and she was collecting the suits for a deck of cards, but they all have 52 different backgrounds on the back of the cards. And I'm gonna put this in as a tag today, but that's a cute hobby, to do. That is a very cute hobby to do. So yeah. Now I'm going to trim, trim my envelope. And she's got a piece of tape on my kitty cat to protect the eyes from mailing, so it wouldn't get stuck in anything. But I think I can get it off because it's not going in the mail again. But they're raised up cat eyes there, so that'll work. Take that tape off. I can see my kitty cat. Yeah, that'll work. Cutting the kitty cat out. A little pot. And I got my little kitty cat. Yay! Yay! Okay, go put that on my page. And I could probably take some of her pot of gold and decorate with it. Cute. So I can use those. And one more. So that's cute. I'll save those. Get rid of the little scrappy doos. And don't need that. And I think I'm okay. That's all right. So we're going to finish making Barbara something. And let's see what else is in here. There's some jewelry and a key. There's some keys. I could use some keys. And there's some more pictures back here. There's a horse. There's a surfer. Oh, that's a hat. There's somebody flying. There's a balloon. I could put that balloon on there. That's a ship. Just something cute to glue down. Just something cutesy. So I can do that. And we can say thank you on the back, on the front of it. This is going over here on this side. I'll put some keys in here. That way she'll never be locked out. She'll never be locked out. And I can put just a thank you. From the chat room. And I can put the date on it. That way she can always go back to the end of the video and watch what we did. That would be fun. That would be fun to do. Okay. Grateful. And I do have an envelope that this can go in. Like that. And I can add, I might add a napkin to it or something. I can add a little something something. I might have some stuff up here. There's a piece of braille paper. I can put that in there. And I'll put a napkin in. Okay. Then on the back of her postcard is her address. So we can get that. And she sent me, oh, I can send her this piece of paper. She can scrap with it. That's what she can do with this. It fits in here really nice if I trim the edge. Okay, so that's hers. This is extra. So she sent me some cellophane. That was a little trick-or-treat bag. Oh, and another little trick-or-treat bag. Oh, how cute. How cute is that? Well, what I'm going to do is um, I'm going to cut my bags up in a good way. In a good way, I'm going to cut them up, and I'm going to put them in my trick or treat box, my Halloween box, and I'm going to use one of each in this book right here, and then I have uh, two more for next year to put in to make or do something with. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So there's one. That looks cute on that paper right there. And I got a kitty cat. So I'm going to glue this down. Like that. And I'll put this one there. And these will go in my Halloween box over there in the drawer. I got a drawer. And then I can do a page with these. So I want to tape this down so I can see the other side. So I'll just use some pretty washi tape. That'll hold it. Like that. And then these little things I can glue down. Of course, that's not going to stick. Of course. I picked something that wouldn't stick. Of course. Alrighty. So I'm gluing the washi tape down. Like that. The kitty cat's going right there. And then this is going down here. So that's two of my things. And I might be able to, I'm going to make a pocket or a text spot. So I'm going to glue that one there. And this one right over top, up above it. And when that dries, it'll be stiff. And then I can take and put this card right here. It'll stay, hopefully. And I could easily maybe glue part of this one down. See if it'll stick. It might stick to the cellophane if you give it time to dry. So there's my little pocket for my tuck spot for my card. That's cute. I like it. Okay. So I'm going to take a picture of this and post it. And then we can say thank you, Barbara, in the oh, look what somebody felted this in the felting group. Isn't that cute? I'll go to my groups and post this. Thank you, Barbara. And I'll tag her. Let's see. I want to. How do I do that? I'm trying to get her to. Here it is. And post. So I'll post that to Barbara so she'll see this. And she's going to get a little envelope this week, next week. So isn't that cute? That's the last of the Halloween. That'll be the last. I can't think of any more. Uh, Everything else is going to go straight to Thanksgiving. So this was the last Halloween postcard. So that's cute. Okay, so there we go, guys. What a fun day. What a fun day. We we did hearts and pilgrims today. So that was great. So thanks everybody for hanging out with me tonight. I'm going to quit for the night. It's time to quit. And 3 hours, I think I'm doing well with the 3 hours. Um, when I first started streaming, I wanted to stream every night and I wanted to stream 24 hours a day. But after 2 years, uh, and this past year, I've slowed down a little bit, and I don't want to stream every day. I love to stream, but I was doing it for 4 hours every time, and sitting here for 4 hours is too long. And I have been sitting here since 3 o'clock, 3:30. So I have literally been sitting here for 4 hours, but just not online. So I've been working. I was working. So and that was good. That's a good thing. So everything is looking so cute and so good. I love everything that we did. So I hope that you all have a great day tomorrow, and I will be back Thursday. Okay. I'll be back Thursday. If you need me for anything, be sure and message me. I don't mind at all. So, everybody have a great evening. Good night, Cheryl. Good night, Melissa. Good night, Kathy. Good night, Brenda. Good night, Vanessa. Thank you. Thanks to all my helpers, too. I couldn't do it without you guys helping me along and backing me up. Good night, Teresa. I'll see you soon. You got 3 envelopes today. Woohoo! Teresa's got mail today. Woohoo! Will you post a picture? I don't remember if I sent you anything. I might have. I know I sent you a new needle, and we'll do that, Teresa. We'll do that pumpkin with the two little fairies on it Thursday. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Bye, guys. Good night. I love you all. Good night.